Hello everyone, and welcome what is probably the weirdest Mario game ever made, and that's saying something. So just so we can figure out what the hell's going on, let's read the instruction booklet. Once upon a time, there was a peaceful world named Sarasa Land. In this world, there were 4 kingdoms named Birabuto, Muda, Easton, and Chai. One day, the skies of Sarasa Land were suddenly covered by a huge black cloud. From a crack in this cloud, the unknown space monster Tatanga emerged to try to conquer Sarasa Land. Tatanga hypnotized the people of all the kingdoms so that he could control them in any way he liked. In this way, he took over Sarasa Land. Now he wants to marry Princess Daisy of Sarasa Land to make her his queen. Mario came to know these events, and he started on a journey to save the Chai Kingdom where Princess Daisy is held captive in order to restore peace to Sarasa Land. Can Mario defeat Tatanga, release people from his interstellar hypnosis, and rescue Princess Daisy? It's all up to you, Mario, Ep.1 Mario skill. Go for it, Mario! And that took the entirety of the first world. Booyah! Or first level. Yeah, after beating a level, you actually get a weird bonus game. It's pretty simple. Try to get the extra lives. That ladder will probably screw you over. And here we actually have a rather weird power-up. We got the Super Ball. It's not a fire flower. It actually does, in fact, bounce. Also, I want to mention right now... Well, first off... What the hell? That Koopa Troopa exploded. Well, actually, I'll get more to the enemy thing momentarily. I do want to mention that this game's soundtrack is fantastic. Anyway, let me get to the enemies that I wanted to mention. A lot of classic enemies seem to make appearances in this, but they have weirder names, like the Goomba ripoffs are Goombos, or originally known as Chibibos. The Koopas are Bombshell Koopas, originally known as Nokobons. The Piranha Plants are known as Pakun Flowers. The Bullet Bills are Gira, or Bullet Biffs. And exclusive to this first 4 levels, we got the Bun Buns, the Flies, the Gows, and the Boss, who will be King Totomesu. Also, this game's control is weird, because that's what caused me to die right there, actually. Mario's acceleration in this is 0 to 60 in probably 0.03 seconds. Extra lives are hearts in this game. They're sadly not the mushrooms we've grown to know and love, but oh well. As you probably noticed at the end of the first level, at the end of each level there will be a little platforming challenge you have to do in order to get to the bonus game. Usually they're really easy, and because of such, you'll have a lot of lives throughout the entire game. Not that you need them though, because this game is really, really short. Why? Well, let's put it like this. There are 4 worlds, one corresponding to each kingdom. And each world has 3 levels, meaning that there's 12 levels total. And here we got this song, which would actually later make an appearance in Brawl. Which I love that remix, by the way. There's actually a secret passage that I forget where it is, but allows you to get up to the top where those coins are. It's quite a bit more clear to see in the... if you're playing this on a Game Boy Color or a Super Game Boy, if I recall correctly. Also, this series is actually a rarity for me. It's gonna go mostly unedited. Why? It's so short, might as well not edit out all the deaths, right? In fact, here's a challenge to you guys. I could probably do this myself, honestly, once it's over. But I'm going to have to wonder which is shorter, this or my Kirby's Dream Land 1 Let's Play. Because both of these are going to be 2 parts long, I just wonder which is going to be quicker. The hitbox on the mushroom is actually really weird. In fact, all the hitboxes are in this game. Not as weird as, say, Sonic CD's collision detection problems, but up there. And here's King Totomesu, just jump over him and land on this, and the level's beaten. If you have a Super Ball, you can rapid fire into his face to kill him rather quickly, but just doing what I did is easier. Oh, and yeah, this is also the first appearance of Princess Daisy right here, isn't it? Hi, Daisy. You're totally not Peach for some reason. Why wasn't it Peach? In fact, why is this game's story so weird? And why did she transform into a fly? That's never explained, actually. It's practically the same thing as in Mario 1, where if you shoot fireballs at Bowser, you find out that he was fake until until World 8-4, where he's actually the real Bowser for once. Hey, it's better than having a princess in another castle, I suppose. Screw you, Toad. And now we're in the... which kingdom was this? The Muda Kingdom. I'm getting JoJo's Bizarre Adventure flashbacks. New names for here are the Honins, which are... Well, also, there's bonus areas like this hidden all over the place. The Honins, which are the skeleton fish. You got the Mechabons, which are those weird robot-ass things. Yurarin Boos, which are the seahorses. And a couple others that we'll get to once we're in the final level. Although I think... Are the octopi around here yet? I forget. Also, this game's star music is the can-can for some reason. I don't get it, but it's catchy at least. One thing I'm not going to show off in the game is there is actually a harder difficulty you get once you beat the game. When you beat the game, just press start again, you'll be in expert mode, where enemies are a bit faster, placed differently, and I think there's more of them overall. And I think some enemies are changed completely into harder varieties. You know, I have to wonder, what's the speedrun record? Also, we got aliens for some reason. I can never get over that, honestly, how they explode upon death. That is one of the more morbid things in the Zero series. Mario series. Then again, as game theory went on to go on to quite detail about, Mario might have antisocial personality disorder, so it makes some amount of sense as to why this would be in it. Seriously, if you guys don't watch game theory, go check it out. Obviously, a lot of the stuff probably isn't true, but it's really interesting stuff to think about. Particularly the Final Fantasy VII who really killed Aerith one, and oof. Anything Zelda related, especially the hookshot. The hookshot one was really cool. It's sections like this, by the way, hi now piranha plants. It's sections like this where Mario's weird acceleration will probably screw you over because it's likely you'll just fall off the edge because you weren't expecting it. Also, it took me about 20 seconds to find this platform. Hitbox dissonance is a thing in this game. What's really weird too is that they give you a lot of time for the levels in this game, though a lot of them are not long enough to really warrant having it. Oh, that's what it was. For a second, no, I thought something was on my screen where the time meter was at the end of the level, but no, that was just Mario. Anyway, genre change all of a sudden. Now we're in a Gradius Styled shoot 'em up for some reason. It's in this stage we get the rest of the enemies, which are those fish, which are called Torians, not like the Metroid one, though it makes sense considering the guy who made Metroid, Gunpei Yokoi, did actually have a lot to do with this game. We got new Urarins, which are different seahorses in this level. We also get Gunions, which are these weird-ass octopi. I'm allergic, thank you. And then we're gonna get the boss. Well, we'll get to that then. Also, it's really easy to lose track of where projectiles are, though you can actually shoot down projectiles in this, which is weird. It's honestly this stage where your score and lives might start to skyrocket because there's a lot of coins and such for you to collect. Really awesome music, too. Then again, that's a given. Oh, gee, I wonder what this spells out. Oh, no. I would never have seen that coming. Though actually, speaking of Mario and Luigi, who's sadly not in this game, though his love interest is... I just got my first amiibo, and once you know it, it's Luigi and Samus. Anyway, the bosses of this level are... Tamao, which is that weird bubble thing, and Dragon Zamasu, who, kick-ass name aside, is just projectile firing until you win. And then you beat the stage. I think you can technically move right past him and get onto the switch, but I've never actually tried. Maybe I should. Anyways, since I already kinda told you there were 12 levels, you can probably tell this isn't Daisy to begin with. Big shocker there. Ugh, God. Octopus. Allergic. No. Ah, that stupid ladder. I wanted 3 lives. I don't need them, but I wanted it. And welcome to, whoa, Easter Island, what? Are we in Konami games all of a sudden? Okay then. Anyway, welcome to the Eastern Kingdom, which the enemies here are the walking Moai heads, which are Toko Tokos. The flying Moai heads, which are Batadons. Rocks, which are called Ganchans for some reason. Spiders, which are the Sus. And more spiders, which are the Kumos. Which, that name alone kind of reminds me of a sound Toon Link makes in Wind Waker. When he's, I think it was when he was trying to push something? I don't know, it's been a while since I played Wind Waker. I would say I should do that again, but Wind Waker, combat aside, is honestly just okay. Mostly due to some of the side quests just being far too tedious. I'm looking at that one in specific, where you have to go from island to island, watering those saplings. Ugh. Though HD makes that a bit easier with the Swift Sail, I will admit to that much. I should use my Wii U more often, honestly, because the only reason I don't use it that much is because it's downstairs, whereas everything else is pretty much up here, aside from the PS3, which is also downstairs. Seriously, what's with the Moai heads? Konami does that a lot too, but they have the excuse of just being weird in general with some of their stuff, and in space it makes some amount of sense because they could just be random alien markers, but in a Mario game, I hate to say a Mario game is weird, but what the hell. Hey, bullet biffs! And here are the evil rocks. It's weird, you can stand on them, but if you touch any side of them that's not the very top, you will take damage. And thankfully the spikes are not instant kill. Though, thanks to Castlevania 1 and Mega Man, I immediately think that they are whenever I see them. Makes my playthroughs of Final Fantasy VII weird at times, honestly. Mostly due to that. Then again, that game's just weird in general, but I can't help but love it. Okay, I had no chance of survival there. I would call that cheap, but that's what I get for rushing into a situation without knowing what's going on. And that's the end of the level. But with that, I'm gonna need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 2, we'll be ending off the game. Well, that was quick. Well, likely ending off the game. It might be 3 parts, I'm not sure. It depends on how long the rest of Easton takes. See you guys then.